Greetings and salutations all. Mark the Warrior here. How's everyone doing? I'm doing quite well, and with that I can confirm it is definitely the changing of scenes in OBS that crashes Paper Mario. A lot of things crash Paper Mario, it's disturbingly common really. Anyways, today I am 100% ready to thrash this fight that bodied me so hard yesterday. Literally 5 minutes, actually, 5 minutes after I ended stream yesterday, I was thinking about it, I was like, wait, I could just go back to Master Quest strats, use Double Dip, Repel Gel, Hustle Drink strats, and just do that. But then I thought, yeah, but those have, Repel Gel and Boo Leaf I know have side effects, and I don't know about Hustle Drink, can't remember that one. But then today when I woke up, I actually came up with an even better strategy. Gave it a quick test and it works flawless. So yeah, as long as my execution is good, I can win this fight, no problem. Hopefully. As long as I don't screw up my execution, which... it's me. So, since I'm streaming right now, I very well might. Granted, I do have 2 life shrooms and the, well, no, just the 2 life shrooms. That's pretty much all I can afford to rely on for that. Otherwise, it'll throw things off too much. But the 2 life shrooms, consequence-free use. Don't want to rely on them, but I will if it comes down to it. But hey, like I said, I do have a strat and I know it works. So, let's be dumb again, get everything wrong, and then actually knock these guys down. Looking forward to it. Oh yeah. So I actually also did change my setup a little bit. My streaming setup slightly. 3, not red ones. I'm silly. Haha. Anyways, yeah, change that because used to be that I had, the way things were, I had to like hunch down a bit to speak into my mic. And that was doing horrible things to my spine. And even worse things to just the muscle on my back, like been on the left side was giving me hell for a while. It's a bit of a janky setup I have though. The thing that my laptop is sitting on is now raised up on top of a stack of little boards, and my mic is sitting on top of the box that my laptop came in. It's very weird. Maybe not the best put together setup, but you know what? It works. And my back is probably thanking me for it, so it's very nice. As long as it's working, it's working. I will not complain. It's making everything feel better for me. Alright. I still say that against something like this, the fight with Bowser theme is very fitting. Anyways, I was completely right about Mega Quake being my best option for damage output, just 10 on everyone. And then this. I do find it interesting how you can only busy these guys once. Like, it's actually a very interesting way of doing things. Make enemies vulnerable to a status, but only for the first time it's used, and then they just are immune. It's clever. You can use the status to get a free turn, but you can't spam it. Same as the Dark Magikoopas becoming immune to paralysis after a couple of times. Although that was a very nasty surprise when it happened to me. Alright. And now that that's done, these guys will hit me this turn, so that's where we quick change to bow. Out of sight and invisible for this turn. Don't have to worry about anything. Nice and simple. I do like Bowser's theme in this game. Very fitting for him. Very good theme. And now, since there's no way of being invincible this turn, Starbeam to completely nuke all of their charges. All their buffs go away, the one guy who's charged up is not going to be charged anymore. And now it lessens the damage we'll have to deal with this turn. There. Half health, that's not especially great, but it's better than it could have been. And now we can do this again. And with bow active, we can out of sight. And since I really have not upgraded my FP as much as I should have through this game, maybe should I put one more level into FP before I max my HP, but oh well. That HP max gave me a slight, just a tiny little buffer for mistakes here, so there is that. It means that next turn, I can't do anything even with bow active. So I'll Starbeam this turn just to, well, get rid of the buffs. And I'll have to use a Healthy Juice next turn, get my FP and HP back. Okay, there we go. Yes, use a Healthy Juice this turn. And then out of sight. And though we could attack next turn and bring them all down to 10 HP, I'll actually just not do that. I will Starbeam to get rid of that one guy's charge. And then after that, I just have to survive this turn's attacks, because I'll have enough FP to do Mega Quake out of sight and then Mega Quake the turn after. And that will be game. Beautiful little strategy. Honestly, this gave me such a hard time yesterday, and now it's just already easy win. It's amazing what just taking 20 minutes to stop and think about it will do. It's also amazing how much of a difference not being on stream at the time makes. Nope. You wouldn't... It seems silly, but there is actually a bit of pressure when you're streaming, because you know you're supposed to be entertaining people at the time. It's like, fuck. Gotta think this through fast, because I don't want to, like, sit on my ass and just be here for 3 hours bashing my head against something. Gotta think hard, gotta think fast. But once you're off stream and that bit of pressure's gone, you can just think things through a lot easier. And here, easy win. Basically a free fight if you just have a semi-decent strategy. Amazing what a difference that'll make. And here's Merly with the double star points. Thank you, Merly. Very polite of you. One of the rare times you've been actually genuinely useful. And there we go. Indeed, I did. A little bit of strategy. Felt good. massive army. That was actually twice the size it would have been normally, so it is pretty big. You better open up, door. I can knock down the Koopa Core. I can sure as hell knock you down. But before that, quick save. I don't technically have to hop back and save. I don't need to go back and heal. That much is certain. Oh, that much is certain, but you know, I'd rather not have something happen and then have to redo that fight. Even if it's not that hard of a fight once I strat that out. Oh, I don't want that. Wait. No. There was something there. The description has a second thing. I want to see what that second thing is. Attack power 8. Does explosive damage to all enemies, then hurts Mario? Why would you... I can't imagine a reason to want to deliberately do 8 damage to all enemies, but then also to Mario. That just seems weird. I want to say that there's probably some out there usage for it. But, I mean, maybe in danger or peril strats, but even then, that just feels risky. Unnecessarily so. Ah, shit, that's right. I do not have my spike jump on anymore. Oops. This is awkward. Sorry about this, guys. I kind of came in here thinking I came in here thinking I had something that I didn't. Excuse me for a moment. I'll get rid of Quick Change. I don't need that anymore, nor Dodge Master. And in exchange for those, I will put on... Oh man, where's Spike Shields? Here it is, there's Spike Shield. And a damage dodge. Okay. Sorry about that, mate. Kind of an embarrassing performance on my part. I swear, that doesn't usually happen. Now that I can do that, though. Now I can put you all down. This guy's a bigger problem than the Koopa Troll, that much is certain. And I didn't think this through too well with Watt being my active partner. Yeah, Watt pierces defense, but that's not too helpful here. With the Ember guys, since she can't actually hit them. Alright. Quick little trip back. Hit the heart block, and before I even think about forgetting about it, we'll get rid of Watt for Lackluster, and I forgot to pick up the better thing. Typical. Oh well, not that big of a deal. There's the trio version over in the shop if I ever need it. And besides that, I can technically just bail out and get better healing items than that anytime I want. I'm not super in need, although it is nice to have better healing. Oh, there we go, never mind. I got the better healing item right back. And here we are. Shit. Yeah, this is someone I don't want to see. Only 1 damage to him. Oof. Wait, what's wrong with me? I can just Mega Quake. Keep forgetting those guys die instantly to Mega Quake. It's an expensive move, so I probably don't like to use it that too often, but still. I should keep it in mind, those guys go down to Mega Quake, and... What? That battle gave me nothing. Okay. So, fights here are not giving me anything anymore. I mean, technically they are... If you want to be technical, they are giving me coins, but... I mean, I don't want to sound ungrateful. Coins are nice, but... they're of limited use, so... maybe I'll just not fight things here anymore. Because if I'm only going to get 1 star point at best, it's not really the most worth it. Hey, save block, I'll take it. Maybe the underground area is where I'm going to have to go to get my last star points for the last 2 levels. It's the most likely situation, and... oh. I don't believe that super block existed in the base game, so with that, we can confirm there must be 2 extras for our new party member. Wait, what am I doing? Oh. OBS, hold on, sorry, just give this a minute. OBS seems to be giving me a bit of grief. Okay, no, never mind, it's... okay, I think it's... oh dear. Alright. Sorry about this, just give it a minute. We'll hope that it stops being cringy towards me. Okay, it seems to be stable now. It seems that it has stabilized. Very good. So, let's bring out Kooper, not Goombaria. Because Kooper gives me a free turn on this guy. And yes, jumping is better when he's downed. Okay. Jump is still better for the one, for if I'm dealing with a single Koopa Troll. Can't hit me. And now I'll swap over to Goombaria. Oh, Merly giving me the defense buff on a turn when I'd actually kinda need it. Thank you. Okay, so he goes down next turn, no questions asked. Good. This guy will give me more than 1 star point, he damn well better at least. Because that is a lot of damage he deals. Okay, good. Well then, okay, Dark Koopa Troll still worth 10 star points, that's not bad. I'll take 10 star points. I'd even go as far as to say that's 100% worth it. Anyone interesting? I don't believe this Yoshi existed in vanilla. He looks out of place. Trying to bribe that guy for a while. Too high might you take it? I mean... can't blame him. Dude's loyal. That's good. Being immune to bribery is a very good thing. Literally infinite money and that guy still said no. I mean, honestly, if you have save states and you can cheat the casino. Or I can just go sell coconuts on Yoshi's Island. So, it's not that hard. Besides, infinite money doesn't mean much when Bowser can just wish it away. Or wish it into existence, for that matter. Oh, not at all. Don't worry, Toad. All of the other prisoners are safe. Ignoring Peach, you're actually the last people I saved. Not to say that you're unimportant or anything, you're just the last ones I actually saved. You were very far in here. Don't feel bad about it. you're a Toad. You guys aren't really known for being good fighters, it's kind of expected. That said, if you want to, you know, put in some effort and train hard, maybe this won't happen next time. It'd be nice if the Toads would do their job a bit better. Maybe Mario could take a vacation. I mean, probably not. Bowser will be no match. I disagree. Hard disagree. He's gonna kick my ass a couple of times before I figure out a strategy to deal with him. Rejuvenate to heal Mario for up to 12 HP. That has potential to be very useful. I like the idea of that. And since she gets rid of weak enemies, and at least some of the enemies here are not giving me star points at all anymore, maybe she can knock out a few of those enemies so I don't have to play run around with quick spin. Not that I mind, I do like quick spin, but still. It'd be nice to not have to worry about getting into an unwanted fight. Okay. No. Okay, that won't work right now. They still, the enemies are still strong enough that that ain't gonna work. Okay. Ow. Well, this has gone over rather poorly, I'd actually say. Possibly even a little bit embarrassingly so. Right, she does extra damage to enemies that are, Okay, I went through the menus too fast there. She does extra damage to enemies that are low HP, right. That is an interesting ability she has. I can respect it. But, yeah, after a fight that bad, and, well, having found out that she's not gonna do what I was hoping she would, I'll put her away for now. I wonder, can the enemies in Bowser's Castle actually be marked as weak? I don't know if they even can in vanilla Paper Mario, since this is where you'd usually end up reaching level 27. Assuming you fought enough anyways. I don't know if you can actually just get rid of them with a first strike, or if they're immune to it specifically. It's possible that they might be. It's possible that they might not be. You know, it would be really unfortunate if while Mario was sleeping, just Bowser came down and locked him in. Pretty much end the whole adventure right there. It's a good thing Bowser's not quite that clever, much as he tries to be. Kammy Koopa, on the other hand, is definitely that clever. She has been rather smart this whole time. Though it's, in a way, a little bit surprising that she's not being that smart. There we go. Easy puzzle for an Ultra Shroom. Yeah, I'll take that. Help. Pains me to do it, but it's not like the Life Shroom will save me twice. So, might as well toss it. Life Shroom will only save me once and bring me back to 10 HP. So, probably not worth holding on to. Bombette, where did you go? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna let Bombette do her little thing, and I'm gonna go do my thing with Lackluster, who was thankfully recovered from the trauma that he experienced at Star Hill. Oh. Oh, I missed the first strike. But whatever, can get rid of that guy easy. 4, good. He'll die next turn. Actually, they'll both die this turn. Because Mega Quake. I am not giving them the chance to use that boosted attack power. And these guys are also worth 1 star point. These guys are hardly worth fighting anymore. Oh, Merly, the double star points, thank you. That makes this fight actually kind of worth it. 6 star points, I'd take that. 3 was a little bit underwhelming, but for 6, I'll do it. And this time I'll get the first strike, too. Oh my god, Merly! You're spoiling me today. Thank you for the increased attack. Barely not enough, but you know what? Spiny Surge is cheap, so we'll just do that. It's not like their 1 defense is gonna save it. Okay, so Koopa Trolls. Koopa Trolls are specifically worthless to fight. That's good to know. Now I know which enemies are not worth it. And I don't want to deal with that thing if I can avoid it. You know what? Buzzatrice. It's possible that she's actually genuinely necessary here. No. Interesting. What party members would be useful for that? I mean, Bombette, maybe? No. Okay, maybe I have to go from lower. Even lower? No. Oh, from over here then. Okay, so Buzzatrice doesn't work the way I was hoping she would. Fair enough. Can Cooper go at a diagonal? Okay, he totally can. I didn't realize Cooper could do that. I thought he was only a 4-directional partner. My bad, Cooper. I completely misunderstood you, my friend. I apologize. That one's all on me. How's my stats? I would like to have full HP and FP where I'm going, because I don't know what's coming up. Better safe than sorry, and better living than suffering yet another game over. I've had enough of those recently. I'd rather play preventative for that one. Not game myself over once again, because that was a very painful experience. Just starting with Crystal King, I started getting my ass kicked. The game really stopped pulling punches there. Not like it was being super... Not like it was going easy on me in the first place, but Crystal King was just... When it said, hey, loser, hope you have a strategy. Hope you got a real solid build, and you're real good with your execution, or you're just done. And I do like that. I have to say, Master Quest Jr. definitely was tougher at the start, but the last few chapters, I would say Dark Star is definitely the tougher one for the last couple of chapters. So up, down, up, down, up. Okay. That's easy. But yeah, Dark Star definitely at least feels like it's tougher in the last few chapters than Master Quest Jr. was. Of course, I don't know if Master Quest Jr. has had updates. Like I said last stream, it has been a little over a year since I last played Master Quest. There may be some rather interesting changes to it that I'm just not aware of. Okay, Koopa Troll, you are not worth fighting. You guys maybe, but honestly not that much. Well, you know what? I have a save block and a heart block right here, so I might as well get what little star points they can give me. It's not going to be much, but it'll be better than nothing. This will... yeah, this will deal with everyone. Spiny Surge will finish it. Magikoopa won't die, but he might run away. I'm not sure. He is turning invisible regardless, but we'll see what he does. He's running away. Okay. So that was worth it then. Don't want the first strike. Never first strike these guys. I don't like this lineup one bit. I don't think I've ever liked that sort of lineup. Alright, so who do I want? I'll go with Bo. For now, anyways. Ow. That's bad. This is really bad, okay. Okay, so this will get rid of my debuffs, but then Bo can out of sight me. Gonna be honest, I don't think this fight has been worth it at all. Interesting that they attack twice, though. Okay, I can kill one of them this turn, but then I die no matter what. What are my other options? Smooch would heal me plenty. You know what? I'm gonna just say run away. This battle is... a team of 4 of these guys is really, really bad for me. And that's death. Yep, and that's death without question, because 10 HP is not going to be enough. Yep. Well, I should have saw that one coming, in all honesty. That's what I get for not being able to button mash hard enough to run. No, it's funny. Those guys really wouldn't be that bad if not for the fact that they turn invisible after you hit them. But with that in mind, I'm just gonna go ahead and fight this guy since he's worth killing anyways. Magikoopa doesn't matter. Technically, I could have just gotten the extra star point from the Magikoopa, but not overwhelmingly worth it. Oh. Really? What? Okay, so they're allowed to attack you and then run away. Interesting. I will keep that in mind. It's a very unique ability, that was. A very mean-spirited one as well. But whatever. Is what it is. And now I'm thinking about it, I should probably swap out Goombario. Oh. Oh, Peach. That's very convenient of you. No need to fight him? I mean, I disagree. You might be safe, but the rest of the kingdom is kind of screwed otherwise. Really be better if we, fought him. Okay, so that's done. No need to pretend that's Peach. Honestly, amateur move on your part, my dude. Letting your disguise down that early? Absolutely amateur. Lady, how many times do you get kidnapped? Go ahead and tell Bowser. I mean, you get kidnapped so often. I wouldn't be surprised if Mario has a little bit of internal rage towards you. You do cause him a lot of trouble. I mean, he could be sitting at home eating pasta right now, and he has to put up with all of this crap. It's horrible. Okay, so it's just these guys. Interesting. In Master Quest, there was a groove guy with them. Groove guy? No, Dandy guy, the anti-version of, groove guys. At least I think that's what was with them. It was one of those types of guys. Only 3? Well, I mean, the fact that I failed to block that is not the best, but 3 damage is nothing. I was expecting a much tougher fight. I was expecting like a super enemy to show up. But no super enemy, so my worries are completely nullified. I'll take it. I'll take an easy fight. I've had enough tough ones recently. So no complaints. A lot of surprise, but no complaints. Well, the fact that I get no star points for it is a little bit disappointing. Not surprising though. Only 17 more, and then I level, and then 100 to get the last level up. Only 117 points away from being max level. Nice. Don't expect we're gonna get there, but certainly not in Bowser's Castle, but we'll get close. Alright. I did save, right? I'm pretty sure I saved, but I'm being paranoid, so let's just save again as a matter of precaution. And yeah, I just saw it on the playback. I definitely did save that time. Hello, door. I did a lot of fighting to get this far, and died several times, but we don't talk about that. Hey, the Koopa Bros. Good to see you guys again. It's been a little while. I'll just say no. They might be cool, but I have to bully them a little bit. To be fair, I mean, you fight them in Chapter 1. This is Chapter 8. It's been a long time. And Mario suffered a lot of hits to the head in this time, so maybe he just genuinely can't remember that far back. I mean, hey, I beat the Koopa Corps. I'm pretty sure, give me a couple of tries, I'd beat these guys too. Your new techniques, I mean, I appreciate that you level grinded, and that you learned some strats. That is cool, Koopa Bros, but you forget that I've been doing the same. I'm a lot stronger, and I have some really cool badges. And your name is a lot longer than it should be. Come on, guys, a name has to be concise. Koopa Bros was cool, but... Wait, what? Really? On God. Is that the case? In Vanilla Paper Mario, Junior Troopa runs in and beats them up, and then you have to fight him instead. I didn't think I'd actually get to refight the Koopa Bros here. Hell, I'll take it. You will hear no complaints from me. I enjoy a good fight with the Koopa Bros. Alright, Goombario, let's see if there's anything interesting you can do for me. No special move, landing attack is stronger and faster than the others. Normal shell toss is stronger too. Okay, so that guy just hits harder but doesn't have anything special. Impossible to flip him and Quakes do nothing against him. Okay. Well. Figured out his weaknesses while the others were practicing special attacks. Yeah, special attacks are good, but... I mean... training out your weaknesses? That's good on you. Keep it up, Green. I'm proud of you. Shell Bolt, which can paralyze. Okay, so he makes lightning bolts by spinning fast. That's interesting, but kind of weird. I'm not sure how the physics of that work. Okay, so Black has 5 defense. Very tough, but only 40 HP. Tornado Shell makes you dizzy and launch you. Becomes invisible when doing his normal attack. Okay. Electricity works fine on him. That's good to know, so I can probably paralyze him with Watt if I really want to. Fire Shell hits both of us. Immune to fire, so fire flowers won't work. Trained himself to resist most statuses. Okay, so he won't be hit by statuses. Black can probably be paralyzed. Green, I can't do anything to him, but he has no special super ability. Okay. Okay, and Quake Hammer straight up doesn't even touch him in the first place. That's interesting. Okay, now, Goombario would definitely be a damage dealer. Bow can make me invincible for a turn, which is very nice protection to have. Watt? Not to say that Watt doesn't have uses, but I would also say that they are probably limited to just dealing with Black Ninja Koopa. Buzzatrice would actually probably be real good for dealing with Yellow since he's Zap Tap, and I think she does extra damage against buffed enemies. So my plan is, I want to deal with the other 3 first. Green hitting a bit harder and all is cool. Kind of annoying, but that's something I can deal with. I have healing items for that exact purpose. It's the others that inflict statuses, and they're the ones that are a real problem. I'll go with Lackluster for now. He has piercing damage. Oh. Okay, I see how his... I see, so he turns... It's not that he becomes actually invisible in the... That he turns invisible so I can't hit him. He just becomes invisible so I don't see where he is exactly. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'd rather not use Chill Out until red is down. And I don't care about green hitting me harder. It's annoying, but something I can deal with overall. So, green not taking much damage, something I can deal with. How much will this hit for? 5 on everyone? Okay. Oh! Okay. How long is Mario out from this? Ooh, well, that's okay. That's gonna be a bit of a problem, comprende. Okay, so yellow's definitely the biggest concern. He needs to die fast. Okay, that's what I need to keep in mind. Yellow has to die real fast. Because that paralysis is a game ender. No questions asked on that one. Oh! Okay, that's an interesting attack. So yellow has to die no matter what. He has to be my first focus enemy. I have to go on him as hard as possible. Quake Hammer is... I'd say Mega Quake is still my best option for him. I don't need Goombario anymore since I know everything about them. I'll consider Cooper. I want to see if Dizzy will work on them. Even one free turn makes a huge difference. And I don't need Spike Jump for this fight. I would like to have Quick Change if I could get it, but... what would I take off for it? Damage Dodge? I suppose I could. That way I can get Quick Change to swap out to Bow when I want her. And, yeah, you know what, Dodge Master. It's a good filler badge. It'll help me if I need it. I know Red is immune to statuses, or at least mostly. But... nope, not a clue. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna say that to you every time. Just because I can. Okay, so. First move, Mega Quake. Because that's always the right attacking move against a group like this. Now let's see, will Dizzy Shell actually help me here? Yes. Okay, Dizzy Shell is absolutely... Dizzy works on all of them. Oh my god. And Yellow is especially vulnerable. Okay. That's good to know. Oh my god. And that means I don't have to be... You suck, Red. You suck. Well, Yellow can't hit me with his electric attack, so that's less of a concern than it was. Do I have any other statuses? Shrink has never been useful to me. Shrink never works. Never on bosses anyways, maybe on normal enemies, but Shrink Bomb has let me down every time I've tried it. What might Wop be able to do for me? Yes. 7 defense piercing. Well, crap. Right. Forgot about that. Okay. Alright. Black is gonna come down next turn and make things awkward for me, so... swap out to Bow and go out of sight. And we'll see how things work from here. Okay, so I don't have the FP for anything, so now's the right time for a healthy juice. Oh, and a defense boost, Merly, thank you. Saving my life here. Ow. Ooh, wasn't sure if I actually got that or not. For a minute, I'll be honest, I thought I missed that block. Ooh. But this is good. This is very good. Black Ninja Koopa dies this turn. Swap out to what? And she can finish him off, no questions asked. Yellow doesn't have much fight left. Oh, yep, that definitely stung. Red is going up. That's fair enough. I will out of sight this turn. And next turn I can kill off yellow, so no more paralysis. Okay. Because that's where the big problem is that attack. If I get paralyzed, I'm basically cooked. So with him dead, I get rid of the biggest threat they have. Okay. Only 2 Ninja Koopas left. You know what it's a good time for? Another healthy juice. Restore my FP. Brings me up to 39. And for this, I guess, do I want to change or do I just want to go with bow? Do I want to out of sight this turn and just avoid damage, or would I rather save that for next turn to see if green or red is going to do anything awkward? You know what? I'll assume that green or red will do something awkward. Using Mega Bolt won't change the amount of time it takes, the turns or FP it'll take to kill red, so that ain't worth it. I'll start hitting on green here. Shit. Oh, that's unfortunate. Red goes down next turn, I have a chance to attack him. So at least I have that. Oh, God, that's gonna sting. Alright, well, you know what? I think it's a good time for a smooch. Get some healing in here. Don't need any FP boost right now. Expected him to go faster. Hit that way too early. But no big deal, he's dead. Okay. With him down, all that's left is killing off green, who's not really that big of an issue. Can't be flipped, but he's honestly not very strong. Doubt this'll work, but it's worth a shot. Oh yeah, that has no hope of working. But, like I said, worth a shot. And since I have a life shroom, I can afford to play slightly riskier with him too. Since he's alone, nobody else to mess up my day, I can play a little risky here. Plus I level up after this fight. so I can afford to just not care about my star power or what my FP or HP are at the end anyways. Still like to hang on to the life stream just in case it becomes useful. You never know, maybe there's gonna be a Junior Troopa fight right after this, but at the very least I definitely have the Koopa Bros down. Well, I mean, I'm just out of sight for this turn. Anything useful that the Star Spirits Cannon do, though? No, not really. I'll just have Mario do nothing. Out of sight, which is honestly the only worthwhile use of my FP at this point, is just to avoid a damage. Oh, Merly! I see you decided you wanted me to do extra damage this turn, thank you. And green is down. His Lieutenant swap out to Want to do the extra little bit. God, Quick Change is such a good badge. Not really that great in normal fights, but against a boss it makes such a huge difference. That was fun. I enjoy the Koopa Bros coming back, not getting just thrown out by Junior Troopa right away. Oh, I didn't get to see what they said. I tried to speed up their text so it would completely fill the box, and I don't know if I skipped it or if it just force skipped it. Like those old people text boxes when they just, you know, speeds right through them because they're supposed to be ignored. Because Mario's falling asleep because he's got 0 attention span. But whatever. Seems Junior Troopa is going to be fought. Stupid tricks can't save me. I don't need stupid tricks, I just need to outpace you. Just need to beat. Only one of us walking away? Hustle drink. Oh, shit. Many turns as I want and you can't do... Bullshit! Those only give you 2 turns. Complete nonsense. But you know what? Let me just say it's a damn good thing I leveled up. Because I would have been in some bad state of my HP would have been in a bad way if I hadn't. Ow. Ow. Holy shit. Oh. Whoa. Ooh, that was almost bad. Hold on. Sorry, I need to check something here. Did something go horribly wrong? Okay, no. Oh, thank God. Thank fucking God. The stream on my end was lagging out really, really hard. Like, my stream preview was stuck somewhere way earlier and I just almost had a panic attack, but it was just Twitch buffering and not loading the rest of the stream for me. OBS says that that there hasn't been any issues since when there was way earlier, so I'm just gonna hope that I'm not running into issues. That was an interesting thing though. He just gets a ton of turns until he wears himself out, and then he collapses with 1 HP. Very interesting. Very fast too. Bruh, only one of us is walking away. You said that yourself. words. Your words, my man. Own it. But of course he's not. Hi, Bowser Door. Things got kind of awkward there. I don't really know your feelings on it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even sure what my feelings are about it. I mean, yeah, it was weird. I mean, the way things were going, I think I was about to beat the Koopa Bros. They weren't in good shape. They were down for the count mostly, but... yeah. Yeah, I would have beat them. I mean, Red was saying something about how they were in bad shape, so... I definitely would have beaten them if that guy didn't show up. True. Probably not possible for me to beat Bowser. At least, I mean, it's technically possible, but it's very unlikely at the moment. I am probably going to lose that fight. I don't suppose these have any secrets, do they? No. Okay, and... I'm going to go back to that heart block and the save block. Technically, I should be free to just walk out there without issue, but... I don't know, man. This is Dark Star. Maybe there's something else on the other side of that door just to make my life difficult. How many star points? 47? Okay. Okay. We have made it through all of Bowser's Castle now. That's exciting. And no, nothing horrifying on this side of things. Okay, thank God. Save. Bring up the pipe. And... I'm gonna take a quick look through Peach's castle. Not a chance in hell I'm gonna take a swing at Bowser, because I will lose. Plus, I'm just not ready. There's a few things otherwise I want to go do all the side content as much as I can before I try to fight Bowser. Not even willing to try taking a swing at Hallway Bowser right now. Toad! Toad, it's good to see you. Charge of supplies? You're doing a good job. Can't let me take things for free. That's fair. No. I don't believe I need any of the ingredients. I appreciate the fact that you're willing to help, though. My inventory... mostly full. And really, I don't want to cost that poor Toad his job. He seems like a good guy. He's just, you know, he's in a stressful situation. I don't want to do something that would risk his job, make things even worse for him. Hello again, Toad. I believe you are the Toad that was extremely manly, so... Nothing in here but clothes. Please don't open... Oh. Mario! Oh, sweet! You came to save me, right? Ugh, I was so scared. Thank you for coming. While you're here, would you like to take a quick nap? Oh, actually, you look fine. You could take a nap anyway. What do you say? No, like you said, I think I'm fine. Good luck. I'll be rooting for you, Mario. From in here. Thanks, Toad. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. So I just want to see what's in this castle, because otherwise I'm going straight back down to Toad Town. Maybe see if I can find a way to take on the Master 3. I should be able to beat him by this point. And aside from the third phase of the Master, another thing that I really just 100% want to deal with, I want to see if I can get into the underground area yet. Miracle Jelly. 99 FP and more? Okay, I need to see this. Gives you 1 turn of surviving a lethal hit. You can only survive a lethal hit once per battle, and this is shared with Smooch and other items with this effect. Using it will remove all other copies from your inventory. Okay. That's really good, but I do appreciate the fact that my ability to survive a lethal hit is only one time a fight. That could be potentially broken as hell. So I'm gonna just not make use of that if I can avoid it. Definitely want to hold on to it, but I don't want to rely on it. And honestly, right now I'm wondering, what would happen if I cooked that with the Regal Shroom that I handed over to Buzzatrees? Empty. Okay. Alright, check Princess Peach's room, and after that, we are bailing out for Toad Town. That is honestly kind of not that cool. I mean, they're nice dresses, but come on, Peach, you gotta have different types. You can't just wear the same style all the time. Like, hell, I'm just gonna go expose myself here. I wear t-shirts and sweatpants, nothing else. But I at least wear shirts and pants with different colors. They're not all just the exact same gray pants, gray shirt. Like, come on, Peach. Gotta do better than that. But, whatever. I mean, who am I to criticize the taste of a princess? Anything interesting? No. Just normal stuff that I don't particularly want. Don't see a huge use for. Right, going for a shop, I was gonna mess with my item loadout. Don't want to be carrying that miracle jelly on me right now. Check that. I'll check that one gem and jelly. I'll go cook it together with the Ultra Shroom. Check that, and see about getting out some healthy juices otherwise. Need to make good use of those. Yes, I would like you to cook for me, please. Ultra Shroom. And jam and jelly. And yeah, this is pretty much just how most of my off-screen stuff is. Just collect random ingredients that I need for cooking. Cook them. And then it's just a huge back and forth. Very good reason I do it off stream, because that stuff usually takes like half an hour, 45 minutes to get my inventory as full as I want it to be. That way I don't have to do a bunch of shenanigans on stream. Stream time I can just focus on, you know, actual progress, fun stuff. Okay, so... here we are, healthy juices. And there we go, all done. Okay. Now to save, so that I don't have to lose all of my healthy juices if I lose to the Master. Because I'm expecting that I might lose to him. I am at full stats? Yes, okay. So, badge setup time. Let's see, what do I want? Mega Quake is useless. Quick Change, potentially useful, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it very well. So I know for a fact that Mega Quake is useless. I'd rather just be hitting him directly with the hammer. Do as much damage as I can, because I won't be having a lot of FP since he drains it. So damage dodge is probably the right way to go. The only time I expect to have a lot of FP is closer to the end of the fight when he's going to be just absolutely slaughtering me because of his buffed attack. And by then I'll probably just have Goombario out. Let Goombario just use, what is it? Mega Bonk, that's it. Since that's probably the best single, just one big hit move I have on a partner. Could be wrong, I've been wrong before, but I think that's the best single hit move I have. Technically, as I mentioned last stream, Sushi with a perfect Tidal Wave is going to do 12 damage, non-defense piercing, so still better than what Mega Bonk would do, but not a chance in hell I'm gonna do that. Mega Bonk is more consistent, overall better, so I think this is how I want to do things. I have 10 damage with my hammer, so every turn I'll hit him for just a raw 10 damage, straight up. Actually, hold on. Mega Smash, 8 FP, that's very expensive. Hammer plus 8, so that's 18 damage total. If I have the FP for it, that might actually be worth losing a damage dodge over. Because if I have 8 FP and Mario isn't in mortal danger, then I can just crack the Master with 18 damage overall. You know what? Yeah. Actually, you know what? I don't need the quick change because I'm not going to have anyone else active. So, Mega Smash, and let's see, anything else? Anything that would be good with 1 damage? I severely doubt that this is going to be what saves me in that fight, but I can't think of anything else that would be good for it, so with that... Oops. Quickly throw up Goombario. Since he's the one I want, let's save so I don't lose my items on a loss. I'm fine with losing my items if I win, but I don't want to have to go through a whole ton of shenanigans to get them back if I just lose the fight regardless. Losing them on a win? Totally fine. Losing them for a loss? I'd rather just reset. Okay, Master. I'm about as ready as I could be. I mean, I could level up and get 5 more FP, but that's not going to save me in any way. Okay, he gets the first turn, and he's going to hit me with a big combo. Gotta block this. Okay. This is a good time for a healthy juice. I lose nothing. I'm not overusing anything on it. Goombario, tell me. Anything interesting about this version of the Master? Okay, so no, you have nothing to say. And I don't want you attacking and buffing him right now. Okay. 16 damage total. Okay, so he has 150 health, so 16 damage, that would be 10 turns total to kill him. 10 attacking turns. But I'm not going to get that much damage every turn. Okay. Okay. As long as I don't give him too many boosts to his own power, I should be fine. Okay, and he doesn't drain FP if he does 0 damage altogether. That's good. Might as well charge. Okay. Do a normal hammer. Hey, you know what? No. I'm gonna use the F. I don't need the HP, but the FP will be very helpful. Merly! Hey, giving me bonus defense, I'll take it. Thank you for the defense, Merly. Overly kind of you. Okay. I was worried he was gonna do one more. He was doing the triple combo, which would have cost me just barely too much FP, but no. He's going easy. Thank you. Okay, so 62 health left. I'm gonna have to use another. Healthy juice, get some FP back, but. Yeah, now's a good time to get some FP back. My HP is getting a little low after that combo. And I don't want to end up having to rely on that life shroom. If I can at all avoid it. Okay. $16 damage, that's 3 more hits of that. 3 more Mega Smashes and he's down. Now in Master Quest, when he goes down, he gets one last all-out attack, the full combo like from the start of the fight. So, that terrifies me if he gets to do that. I'll charge, and I'll use another healthy juice. My health is low. He could potentially kill me this next turn if I'm not very... He could potentially kill me this turn, so healthy juice out of it. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm alive. Okay. Okay, heal up. And I think this might be the point where I need to start just having Goombario do the damage. Let Mario focus on staying alive. Yep. But hey, 2 more turns. Just need Goombario to attack him 2 more times, and it's over. Okay. Okay. He was dead no matter what, but I'm taking that heal just in case he has that last combo. Because I die if that combo exists. He does. Never mind. I don't. I thought there was a part of me that was terrified that he was going to have all of his buffs, all of his attack buffs that he got throughout the fight. But no. Nope. Oh god, Merly, really? Come on. He's beaten. You don't have to do him like that. Oh my god. Merly is sick and twisted. Holy shit. But hey. Master 3 beaten. Thank God. Good fight, old man. Holy shit. Strongest of fighters indeed. Proud of your dojo has been couldn't defeat me without endangering the— oh god, there is the phase 4, isn't there? One final battle with no holding back. Oh boy. Okay. So there is indeed a phase 4. Ooh boy. Okay, I'm not even gonna dare to try phase 4 without my at last 5 FP. And healthy juices are not gonna be what saves me in that fight either. That much I can say for certain. And since I am as far in as I am and my stats are close to maxed, I'm gonna stop using healthy juices once these ones are out. I'm gonna be swapping to deluxe feasts. I believe you cook them via— assuming the recipe is the same as Master Quest, I think it's strange leaf with a life shroom for a shroom steak and then something else. You combine that with something else for a deluxe feast and it's 40 HP and FP. Holy shit. I'm very proud of myself for beating the Master. I'm not even going to bother attempting phase 4 right now because I know I can't win. I'm gonna want deluxe feasts, I'm gonna just want everything to cover my ass. Make sure I'm max level. You know, I don't believe I can beat him until I am 100% just jacked right up. Oh wow, I'm actually— nice, I am out of healthy juices now. So with that, I'm gonna have to put together a bunch of deluxe feasts then. That'll be the way to go. I look forward to it. Healing 40 HP and FP is gonna be a lot nicer than healing 30. I mean, the Jelly Ultra— yeah, Jelly Ultras are technically infinitely available since I can just buy the Ultra Shroom and Jam and Jelly, but same time, gonna be honest, I do not want to rely on those right now. I would prefer to save that for when I'm going up against super bosses and final Bowser. And outside of those guys, I would very much prefer to— okay, so super bosses, final Bowser. If I recall, in Master Quest, the 4th fight with the Master had some very cruel and just genuinely mean-spirited abilities. Where if you're once he was below 200 health, if you had if you had more than 50 HP or more, when his turn started, he permanently lowers your defense by 2 for the fight. And if he does less than 8 damage in a turn, then he lowers your defense by 2. So actually having 50 plus HP is actively bad there. This looks like a new enemy. Oh, shit. Okay. Dark Star Caverns drain your star power. Okay, so this place is officially active. Steel Cleft. Even Earthquakes won't work. Don't block their normal attack, they will keep going. When their health is low enough, they will use the charge attack. They look a bit outdated. Have a weakness of some kind, but what could it be? So if Earthquakes aren't going to work, that immediately nullifies my main intent. Okay, these guys are still... Okay, so those ones are still weak to being, those guys are still weak to Earthquake, but... Steel Clefts are not. Alright, well, I'm gonna run away. Holy shit, never mind, I am not gonna run away. Oh my dear Christ. Alright. I'm gonna die is what I'm gonna do. Okay. Oh, I've learned a hard lesson today. I've learned a very hard lesson today. Well, thankfully Bo's out, so at least she can guide Mario to wherever ghosts go. I'm sure she'd know. Okay. So. What do I know? Okay, so. Quake Hammer will still work against the Steel Bristles. The Steel Clefts they don't work against. I don't want Mega Smash on Dodge Master. Not really. I do want Mega Quake though, because I'm gonna need that for the Bristles. Don't need that. Outdated, it said. So they look outdated, therefore must have a weakness of some kind. What would work against something outdated? Possibly Buzzatrice's magic attacks? That's what I'm thinking right now is probably my best option. I'll bring in D-Down Pound. D-Down Pound, actually. That is probably my best option. Because with D-Down Pound, I can just pierce the clefts and... Well, to be completely blunt, I one-shot the clefts. That is no question. Okay, so that'll first strike. That will not work. Okay, so. Mega Quake. Deal with the Bristle. This is not going to work at all, but I already have her out, so it was worth checking. That was a very slow one. Interesting. D-Down Pound. Okay, so yes, D-Down definitely works. Let's go with Watt, I suppose. Gonna have to go for the Quake to deal with that thing. And I goofed it. Of course I did. When don't I? Okay, blocked it so I don't... I'm gonna win this fight regardless. I have that much going for me. Because Watt will kill that guy, and as long as I don't do something really dumb and fail the Mega Quake again, I'm fine. There we go. Okay. Well. I've learned a hard lesson here. These guys are going to be a big boy problem, no matter how I look at it. And now that I know that Paratrice can't help me here, or at least that she won't do damage, she's not the weakness to the outdated thing that Goombaria was talking about. I do know now that Watt will help me. And that honestly, I'd much rather deal with the Iron Clefts. Steel Clefts, rather. I'd rather they die than focus on the Steel Bristle. Keep forgetting that guy's name. That guy is not going to be nearly as much of a concern. I mean, make no mistake, he's a problem, but he doesn't hit as hard. The Clefts hit a lot harder, so I'd rather just have them dead, first and foremost. Shit. Okay, let's try to not end up down there, because that place is a death sentence. Oh god. Nope. Nope. I was not there. You saw nothing. Almost fell off. Let's try not to fight these guys too much until I can at least find a save block. But you know what? Right in here. Bit of 100 trials. Save block. Art block. My life just got a lot easier. I wonder. Will paralysis work? No. Well, I'll just kill you first and foremost. Don't like you. And Watt can have this guy dead next turn. Okay, so never mind, Watt will not have that guy dead next turn. These guys are taking away my FP, that's not very nice of them at all. Ow. Well, no big deal, this guy dies, and that leaves me with only one Dark Puff to deal with. Oh, and a defense boost, Merly. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Though I would have preferred if I didn't choke there and eat the hit. Okay, I think I know the timing on that, I'm just not very consistent about it. But I do believe I have an understanding of when I need to hit it. Okay. So these guys are the ones that are going to level me up to max, no questions. Alright, Steel Clefts do not get paralyzed. Okay. Well then. Whoa, oh my god, they're everywhere. Please no. I don't want this many fights. I don't want fights, I just want friends. I promise. I'm a nice, friendly Mario. I wouldn't hurt a fly. Yes, I am massively intimidated by this whole situation. Getting humbled real fast. Anything of interest over here, though, now? Can Buzzatrice do anything about this? No. And I believe there was nothing invisible for Watt to check? No. Okay. Good to know. No point in that. And I don't imagine there's anything else up here, since I recall there wasn't. If I'm recalling correctly, anyways. There wouldn't have been anything useful up there for me. Oh god. Okay, I'm in the heat now. Let's get out of that. Don't want to be in the oven. Oh, shit. I do not have spike shields. I'm in pain. Oh, D down pound, just deal with you right away. Don't like him, don't want him to live. I'll swap out to Lackluster, he has defense pierce. Of course he can shrink me. Just my luck, but no big deal. I'll just focus on having this guy dead. There, now I can just focus on killing this guy. And there's the timing on Dark Boo. Gotcha. Oh, and Mario's back to normal. You're dead. Not a chance you're surviving a jump from normal, Mario. Little Mario would have had no chance of killing you, but normal Mario? Nah. You die. Okay, but I would like it if I could make simple jumps, thank you. Okay, so some of these guys are not active. I didn't think so, since some of them just were not moving, but I have to say I don't 100% appreciate the fake outs there. It's scary to see that many enemies, not knowing which ones are real. Especially knowing most of them can absolutely flatten me. Okay, Lackluster is who I want. I want to get through this area. Oh god. Okay, good. Got the first strike on him, and it meant nothing. Of course not. Those are the ones that start invisible. Spiny Search, this way both of those guys will be dead next turn. He dies now, and as long as I don't get shrunk, he dies next turn. Okay. As long as I don't get shrunk, he says. Oh, this has gone badly. Okay, so yeah, we'll say Smooch. Like to get some HP back. There we go. Burnley, boosting my attack. This is absolutely the right time to be doing that, thank you. So he's down next turn no matter what. Unless I goof real hard. Gonna do a bunch of damage, he's dead. Dark Puff is dead. That leaves just one Dark Boo left alive. Okay, good. Oh, that's slightly annoying, but honestly not too big of a deal. This is definitely a win in fight. Lackluster finish. This place is a lot I was scared a bit in Bowser's Castle. This place is 10 times worse. Holy shit. But only a few more fights before I'm at max level, and then there's not really any point to fights. Unless they're mandatory for some reason. Which should only be mostly boss fights that are mandatory. Okay, will we run into anything of interest here? Yes. Well, I'm glad I came back down here. This has made things interesting. There's a toad over there. I'm amazed that a toad is even able to survive down here. Like, buddy, how are you not dead? What's this badge? Recoil throw? Hit an enemy very hard but take damage in return. Risky badge? Potentially useful. The damage you take in return might well be worth it for the damage you deal to the enemy. Hustle spell gives Mario 2 turns. Honestly, that's a beautiful thing. Just like Goombella's Rally Wink in Thousand Year Door. That is a huge, huge thing. That can make all the difference in the world right there. Now, is there anywhere else to go? Or is it just through there? No, there's something else over this way. Okay. I don't want to talk to that toad. It might be like the Robo-Toad from earlier. And that's a scary thought. Don't want to deal with that if it can be avoided. Sushi? I was scared that the game had slightly glitched out for a second there, but no, okay. So this is just I had to have Watt out. Oh, I see, okay. That's neat. Gonna have to do platforming with Watt. Uh-oh. Where's this sending me? Okay. This is actually really neat. I like what I'm seeing here. Whoever's responsible for this idea, they were very creative. Good use of Watt, who really has barely any real use in base game. Aside from just fighting and ignoring defense. Doesn't do much. Ooh. Dark Saver? Decreases move costs by 1, but SP costs are doubled. Okay. So I can't use star powers very well, but I can use a few more of my normal. Okay, nope, don't want any fights, and there's something written here. With dark allies secured, a plan was formed. The armies had conferred, the surface was stormed. Okay. This is looking bad. I don't suppose there's a heart block anywhere near here. Nope, don't want you. Go away. You know what? Screw it. I'll use one of those. Just get some HP back. That was dumb. I should have used a healthy juice. Oh dear. That's a Babook, isn't it? Will this do me any good? No. Okay, will this do me any good? Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, that was bad. And okay, so ow. Be down, pound. Barely enough to do it. Okay. So, I think I learned something very valuable right there. One. I think I learned something very valuable there. But hold on, OBS is giving me shit. I'm gonna have to stop for just a second and wait. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Are we done? We are not remotely done. OBS is still griefing. Are we done now? Yes. Okay, we're done now. Thank God. I was worried there, but yeah. Next save point I find, I'm gonna have to close. I'm gonna have to end stream rather than risk anything further. I don't want to deal with you guys. You guys are too dangerous. In a situation where I can't swap off of Watt to have Cooper or somebody sweep you up when you're down. Okay, let's go down. What's out this way? What's in this room? I don't want to touch anything here. Oh, shit. No, sorry. I don't really know anything. Oh dear. Okay, I've goofed. I've goofed real hard here. I'm imagining those guys are not going to be impressed by my Quake hammer. Oh, they were impressed, but they were very, very resistant to it. Okay, but they do get flipped. Everything is good. Okay, never mind. Everything sucks. But good news is they don't get to attack. Okay. Nope. Okay. That's really bad. Okay, so Mega Quake will win me this fight as long as I don't get shrunk. Okay, I need to do this right. I'm not doing this right. Okay, at least I can't be killed this turn. Okay, just swap out for a full heal. I don't believe Lackluster is going to be... I don't believe Hurricane is actually going to save me here, but it's worth a shot. Yep. Worth a shot, but it ain't helping. Not by a whole lot, anyways. Keep expecting them to attack earlier than they do. At least I have that guy down. Okay, I want bow. I want to be invisible. Next chance I have. Right now, more than anything, I just want to not die. There we go. Now I'm getting it. Okay, good. And with that guy blocked, I win. Mega Quake will flip these guys. Poking out of sight me, so those other boos can't hit me. At least I don't believe they can. Thank you, Merly. Merly is really back and forth on whether she wants to help me or not. My real concern was whether or not these boos could hit me. And they can't, so good. This means that the 4 Dark Buzzies die, and then I can just focus on the 2 Dark Boos, who are really not that much of a threat. Mega Quake, and you're all dead. Oof. I'll be blunt, I made a grievous error choosing this room. I just want to find a save point, because OBS is giving me some issues. I don't want to have to sit here and deal with it becoming more of an issue than it needs to be. Okay, that guy dies this turn. Thank you, Bo. Almost. Wonderful. And this guy goes down, and we win, we level up. And that'll be level 27. There we go, max level. Okay. Now the only thing that can become a problem is whether I am actually once I've gotten stratted up. Those are some very good items. I don't know what that dark blue super shroom is, though, nor do I know what these are. I'm gonna leave those for later. Actually, how many do I have? Oh god, never mind, I can pick them all up. Dual shroom. 40 HP, then 25 HP, that's good. Stores 20 HP and boosts defense. Neat. I know the power shroom, I like the power shroom. And the golden shroom, which says it restores 99 HP. There is a second screen on it. I don't remember what that was. I know it's a status cure. Negates debuffs, including attack and defense reductions. Okay. So it wasn't that it cures status. That was me making things up in my head. Okay, and that area is bad for me. What? No. And I imagine Lackluster can't get me through that either. Doesn't look like something he could get me through. Okay. Let's just see if we can find anything good here that'll... invisible walls? Interesting. That's possibly an emulation issue then. I don't like this room. I immediately do not like that room because it's very big. Hustle Drink and Repel Gel, I'll keep that in mind. That might be hinting at something I need to do, and yeah, there's definitely an emulation issue going on. Certain things are not visible, and what's this? Primary barriers kept active at all times to prevent risk of containment failure. Without primary barrier active, secondary barrier is vulnerable to shattering. Well, shit. I don't know what to do with these switches, so I'm not going to play with them. What's through here? That leads me back to where I came from. Okay. Oh. Okay, no. Thought OBS was griefing for just a second, but no, it's all good. Okay, well, that's certainly something. That's a thing that exists, a thing I'll probably have to deal with in short order. That'll respawn if I don't touch it, so I'll just walk away. Oh my god, that's... Okay, I get it. So that's a shortcut through there so I don't have to go the long way. Alright, well. I've learned a lot here. I am extremely mortal in a lot of ways. Like, the primary definition of mortal is me, despite the confidence that I did have. Yeah. Don't want to mess around with this too much. Oh, shit. Okay, it's only one enemy that's actually bad. That's the wrong move. I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh well, whatever. He dies next turn no matter what, and the dark boos are not that big of a concern. Me not caring, thinking, oh well, you know, I'm right there. Okay, so first off, just have this guy go away. I hit Quake Hammer instead of what I should have been hitting, and here we are. But, whatever. And now there's serious risk of death if I screw up. Actually. Yeah. Technically, I can't die this turn, because I'd kill one of them, so I could only take a max of 5 damage. I'd still rather not risk it, though. Don't want to play this game too risky. I need to save before I go dying. And use another smooch just to get my health back. Because there is that dark puff up there, and I can't run away from these fights as much as I wish I could. Too much risk of just failing to run. And if I fail to run, I die. Learned that lesson the hard way. But whatever. There's the win. We are clear. Go away, Dark Puff. I don't want to deal with you. Hi, Dark Puff. I didn't want to deal with you, but whatever. I'll let guy get a choice anyways. Crap. Oh well. Annoying, but not... Merly! Wonderful timing for the spell. Guarantees that this guy definitely dies this turn. Now I just have to worry about the other one. And there's no chance he can beat me. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Merly. You made things a bit easier on me. I appreciate you. I would appreciate it more if I could actually be consistent with my blocks, but whatever, we'll worry about that another time. Right now, we just need to get out of here and save. Oh, God. Oh no. No. Get away, get away. You saw nothing. You did not see me. Actually, you know what? I don't need to go anywhere further. I forgot that for a second I was like, oh God, now I'm healed, but I still need to get out of here. No, I don't. I can just save right here. Holy shit, that area was some kind of stressful. Oh. I expected trouble here. I did not expect trouble on that level. And hey, since I can't level up anymore, and since I'm ending stream here anyways, might as well take a quick check of this. Okay, that one's a fake, that one's fake. I want to see. No. Okay, so she will not get rid of an enemy that She doesn't get rid of these enemies. These guys don't count as weak. And I surprisingly managed to actually run away from that. I'm amazed that I could run away from that, to be honest. Either way, she's confirmed not really going to be that useful. I do wonder what qualifies as weak enemy, though. Like, does it have to just be below a certain level in the game's code? Oh well, whatever. Either way, her main ability would only be really great at backtracking to way earlier areas. But whatever, that's life. I want to assume she's going to be useful in some way regardless. I believe in her. She does have the give Mario a second move ability. Actually, since I'm here, before I end stream, let's take a look at that in the menu and see how much that costs, because that's a really powerful ability. $10 FP. Failing the action command will cause Mario to take damage. The action command becomes more difficult when Mario's HP is low. Repeated use increases difficulty and backfire damage. Jesus Christ. You know what? That is very high risk. And for 10 FP, I can see potential use in it, but at the same time, that is a bit rough there. Not sure how I feel about it. I'm definitely not 100% certain how I feel about it, but you know what? Maybe. Maybe it'll be really good or useful in some capacity. But with that, I think that'll be it for stream today. It's been a good one, made a lot of progress. Cleared Bowser's Castle. Very proud of myself for getting through the Koopa Bros as easy as I did. And I'm terrified of this place. I'm not even gonna front. I am actually pants-shittingly terrified of this place, but we can deal with that next stream. So I'm gonna end things here. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for coming, and I hope you have a good one. Take care. See you later.